Okay, I thought I would make a Gibson Nighthawk video, fairly customized Gibson Nighthawk for the Gibson Nighthawk group to cover some of the changes that I've made to the guitar. As I indicated in another post, I consulted with Bill Lawrence about the pickup and the switching scheme, and his recommendation was to completely remove the switching scheme, which I did. I was more happy with the guitar at that point. I replaced it with a more standard, like a Strat switching scheme. So we've got bridge humbucker and middle, and neck humbucker. So fairly standard. But what I wanted to show in the video was another modification I made. I replaced the tone capacitor with Bill Lawrence's Q filter, which controls the inductance of your pickups. So I wanted to kind of demonstrate that and show you what it sounded like. So I'm using a Quilter 101 mini head, and I've got it on the full Q setting, which is their ideal of a guitar amp, and it's pretty nice and flat. I generally prefer the tweed setting, but the full Q setting gives a better demonstration here. So got a little of the bass end rolled off and a little of the high end rolled off, so it's kind of a MIDI sound, but it's the way I like it, and I thought I'd just kind of go through some of the sounds. So that is just the bridge humbucker. I've got this inductance control effectively out of the way I've got it set. And so now I'm going to go to the other end of the spectrum. You can hear the pickup gets less, particularly when you get to the, I'm going to compensate for the loss of volume by adding some gain back to the amp here. And I don't know how well this is going to come through in the video, but we've got a guitar that's much brighter, much thinner, but in a nice musical way. You can hear more clarity, more definition. Bill Lawrence described that as removing windings from your pickup, and that makes sense to my ear. The guitar also sounds very much more single coily, so I really like this tone control. Is extremely useful. You know, sometimes I do miss having a normal capacitor-based tone control on other guitars. I have a Strat that I wired with a normal tone control and a Bill Lawrence Q filter. That's very usable. What I like to do with this guitar is roll off some of the high end using the volume knob. So you can get a lot of of different sounds using your volume knob as well. So there's just a lot of things you can do with moving these around a little bit. Also, you can get a lot of different tones out of a guitar with different picking techniques. Right there I was using the round edge of this wagon, which is a fabulous pick. So it's just so much more that you can do. I'll experiment with some different pickups, and you can hear how the effect works with. So rolling off a little volume, and then not going to the extreme setting of, here's the extreme setting of the Q filter, but just taking it a little bit back from that extreme setting, it adds in all the warmth. You've got the highs rolled off a little bit with the volume. Sounds very good to me, except for the playing. Pardon the... thought some of you good folks might be